Hello, sports world, and hello, sports lovers. You are now tuning in to the Real McCoy Sports Podcast on your DPN Dream Podcast Network. And I'm your host always, and forever will be, doing the most, Franklin J. McCoy III. But you can call me Frankie. And today we're talking about Amari Cooper, wide receiver from the Dallas Cowboys, being traded to the Cleveland Browns. For I believe, was it a 6th round pick? 5th round, 6th round pick. Wow. So that's like Salt Bay. Wow. And that's like Burnham Barbecue. Whoa. Salt Bay has wow. Wow. And Burnham Barbecue has whoa. That's good stuff. So, Amari Cooper traded to the Cleveland Browns. What are my initial thoughts? Just like Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, all those analysts, just like they say, especially Stephen A. Smith, Dallas Cowboys are an accident waiting to happen. They put their foot in their own mouths on this one. Let me give my honest assessment of Amari Cooper as a player. This is Frankie's honest assessment. And this is just the Real McCoy Sports Podcast on your DPN Dream Podcast Network's opinion. The host's opinion, Frankie. Amari Cooper, extremely talented. I love him. I love him as a route runner. I love him. I love his abilities. But here's where it goes back to what I talked about growing up, playing with people, playing with a lot of counterparts and peers that used to play with me, against me, all of the above. I grew up with a lot of talented people. I grew up with a lot of physically gifted people. I played a lot of sports, competitively and not competitively, but I hung my hat on basketball. I was a pretty damn good player in baseball. But my how would you say, personality, attitude didn't match baseball at the time, or I wasn't willing to calm myself down for baseball enough to make it far in baseball. It was too slow. I was like, whatever position I played, first base, outfield, it's like, hurry up, let's go, rah, rah. No, we don't do all that rah, rah. This isn't basketball, Frankie. This isn't football, Frankie. And then as far as football, I probably could have made it in football farther than any sport. With the only difference is I didn't love it, first of all. Second of all, you got to pay me to play tackle football. I love playing Pop Warner, love playing high school football, tackle football. I loved it, except I didn't have the proper technique, and a lot of times I wasn't taught the proper technique. So everything I learned is from seeing people or being on the field and hearing somebody else being coached. And I wasn't even practicing at the time. That was my teaching. A lot of the coaches that coached me, they didn't teach proper tackling, proper technique. All the stuff I learned was on the fly, internet, videos, on the fly, going to games, hearing announcers talk about stuff. That's how I learned football. So I used to hit with my head a lot, and it came to a point where sometimes I couldn't grip a spoon too much, and I said, no, I couldn't do this. I couldn't go to college and play college, and if I'm not starting, I'm not going to be a borderline player and getting beat up like this. Even though I believed in my ability, I think I could have made it maybe tight end. Little slow. I'm really slow, but I'm very, very quick feet. Really slow, but very, very quick feet. So I ran the 40 in high school. I was like, what? 4'8"? I mean, not 4'8", 4'9". 4'8", 4'9". That's without running, proper technique, just not warmed up, not stretching, just 4'9". I was about 4'9", 4'8" at the fastest. I wasn't that fast, but when it came time to game time, as a quarterback, I remember a few runs where I ran for 20 yards, and I'm running against a lot of people who are like sprinters, track sprinters, but I'm going by them. It's all about timing, technique, want to, just like boxing out in basketball. Sometimes it's just, I wasn't blessed with a lot of physical gifts, but I was blessed with craftiness. I don't know how do you describe that, but God blessed me with I can't dunk. I'm 6'2", can't dunk, but I can grab the rim. I can do a few things as far as moving on a field, on a basketball court. I was gifted with movement, if that makes sense. I wasn't gifted with speed or the ability to vertical jump high or lateral jump, but I was gifted with quick release, quick get off, a great heart, outstanding big heart, motor that was out of this universe. I think my motor was my gift from God, and the intelligence. He gave me those two things. Motor, intelligence, and craftiness. That's what got me through. But football, I'm getting sidetracked, but basically football wasn't a sport I loved. And if I was going to pursue that, I felt like I had to love that. And I didn't love that. I didn't love practicing football all the time. I loved playing it. I didn't love practicing football. I'm not a big person on running a lot. So cardio, yeah, I love to work out. I love to do drills and stuff. But as far as just running, it's like, yeah, I'll do it because I have to do it just to get in shape. But that's not a thing I love to do. It was just to do running exercises, running drills and sprints and all that. I'm not the fastest guy. And yeah, so that was it. But Amari Cooper. So I say that to say this. I grew up with a lot of people who run fast, very strong at a young age, middle school, like grown men's strength, smart, jump high, throw far, all these people. And I've seen how their sports careers waned because of lack of heart, because thin skin, undisciplined, and desire. They eventually lose desire. Now, as far as Amari Cooper's concerned, so I'm a big fan of his talent, but he's so soft. He's so I don't know what he is. When I seen him quit on his team and just stand on the sideline, well, who was that? Gilmore locking him up, or one of those corners that was just locking him up, and he took himself out of the game. And I didn't respect that. How do you take yourself out of the game? You're the number one wide receiver. So he's a little soft. He disappears. You can't count on him. You can't rely on him. However, I felt like he fit the Cowboys. I felt like Amari Cooper gave them that edge to be viable and to be a threat. But I don't trust him. Now, Cleveland Browns stole a receiver. They got a great receiver. However, me personally, I would love to have him on my team. Sure, yeah, I would take you. I'm not paying you what you get. I'm not. I'm paying you half of what you get. So if you're getting $16 million, I'm paying you $8 million. Yeah, you can run probably the best route runner in NFL. I think it's AB, but yeah, he's the best route runner, but he disappears. He misses drops passes from time to time. And yeah, I can't rely on that. And so I felt like the Cowboys, even with all that being said, the Cowboys were stupid to let him go. They were stupid because I feel like that hurt your team. I felt like you guys took a couple steps back releasing him, because who are you going to get to replace him? I understand you think CeeDee Lamb is better than him and he's your new number one. However, with them two on the field at the same time, I felt like that opened up a lot of opportunities for both of them. Now, people are just going to focus on CD. All right? They're going to put that old CD in, and then they're going to show you why everybody's streaming now. They're going to be screaming for streaming. You're going to wish you stuck with Amari Cooper and stream that coop. All right? Now, so in conclusion, Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion, made an idiotic move. They should have kept Amari Cooper. They should have cut his salary, his damn salary, if they could. Cleveland, that was a good move. That was a good move. Can't say anything bad about that. Good move, good job. Whoever's GMing over there, good move, good job. I'm not paying him a lot of money. I don't know what you guys are paying. I don't. I have to check that out, but I'm waiting to reserve judgment on Cleveland. I'm saying good job, but if you guys end up paying him $20 million a year, that was stupid. Because he's not worth it. He's going to quit on you. And he's going to have games where he's not even going to want to play. I'm hurt today. No, you're not. Wait a minute. We just seen you running 1,000,000 sprints. I'm hurt today because my feelings are hurt. That cornerback stopped me from catching balls. I don't want to play next game. That's the type of player you're going to get. But that's Amari Cooper. And yeah, so Dallas Cowboys lose one of their key guys in a good juggernaut team. So that's the new news for the Cowboys. So you've heard it here. I'm your host always and forever will be, doing the most, Franklin J. McCoy III. But you can call me Frankie. And this is, always will be, the Real McCoy Sports Podcast on your DPN Dream Podcast Network.